Welcome back, Footballer Nation. We are going to jump right into this episode, right where we left off. But first, we're going to quickly roll that intro for you as we get back in.
Baltimore Cincy. On Thursday night. Give me Baltimore.
Baltimore is coming off of a bye.
Yes, we have started bye weeks now. Broncos, Cardinals, Ravens, Titans are week 6.
Okay.
So I'm going to take Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore.
Denver, Indianapolis.
Denver's coming off the bye. That's a no-brainer.
Same thing.
Browns and the Jets.
This is a bit of a hear me out, but I kind of like Cleveland.
I like Cleveland too.
I'll say Browns upset for funsies, but Justin Fields is.
Yeah.
I'm also going to hear me out with the Titans-Raiders game.
No, I can respect that too. I think Raiders can have a good.
I can respect it. I still pick the Titans, but I'm okay with the pick. This is not a hear me out though. Bills Texans. Bills win. All right, it is. Oh,
Chargers Jaguars in London.
Jaguars. They are the London Jaguars. That's their team. So give me the Jaguars in London over the Chargers.
I agree. Give me the Jags.
Our Patriots are beating the Saints.
The Patriots are beating the Saints.
I agree.
Falcons Cardinals.
I don't see the Cardinals dropping both of their starting 2 home games. This will be close, but this is an Arizona win.
Is this only their second home game?
Yes, because they had the bye week last week. Oh no, they who
Seattle.
else did they have at home? Oh, they did have Seattle. I still take Arizona, but I'll let you talk because it's the Cardinals. So
I don't think I can do it. I think it's the Falcons. Ian, what'd you say?
I'm so high on the Falcons.
that's valid. That's entirely
I'm
valid.
so high on the Falcons.
Vikings Cowboys. I'm taking the Vikings.
Minnesota.
Vikings. Minnesota.
I'm taking the Lions over the Bucks.
I'm taking Tampa Bay.
I'm taking Tampa. I have a lot of questions about the Detroit defense, and I'm still not confident in their coaching yet. I'm taking Tampa.
In my mind
You
here,
have to remember, this was a 15-2 team last year, even with different coordinators. The defense is going to be healthy.
but what one of those 2 losses came to Tampa.
This is true. Okay.
At a Tampa that has
also
proved since
keeping
then.
in mind my mentality that Baker Mayfield is on an MVP caliber season right now.
I respect it. Hear me out.
I'm not hearing you out.
If you have Washington beating Chicago, I'm having Washington beat Green Bay.
I agree.
That sounds like a petty thing. No, I think especially if they're going to beat Chicago, they're going to beat Green Bay.
No. I'm going with the same mentality. Like I said, I'm confident Chicago's going to be in a fight for the division. I think they're going to take the Packers in the division. So since I have them beating Chicago, I also have them beating Green Bay.
The Rams and the Panthers. I think this is a situation where the Rams actually start their upwards.
I'm not going to give my opinion because I'm super biased in that situation. Well, not really. I kind of have disdain for both teams. I like Carolina, but I also think the Rams will start going up. So
I think like this kind of early mid-season run, I think the Panthers kind of slow down a little bit, but then they pick it back up in the mid to late.
We got a Super Bowl rematch in Eagles-Chiefs on Sunday Night Football Week 7.
I'm taking Philly. No hesitation.
I'm taking Philly as well.
Monday Night Football is the Bears and the Niners.
I definitely take Chicago.
Okay. The Eagles and the
I will say, sorry, before we completely move on from that, I will say, to be fair, the questionable 49ers last season did absolutely stomp the Bears, but I also think this is a different Chicago team, and yeah.
But that was also a very questionable Bears team.
Definitely.
And a very bad Bears team. So
yeah, that wasn't a questionable Bears team. That was a bad Bears team, but
it was a zero morale bad Bears team.
Eagles Bucks on Thursday Night Football.
Hey, so I'm so high on both these teams. I'm taking Tampa Bay.
See, this is weird because I'm taking Philly.
I don't even know. This is tough.
I'm less confident in the Bucks than you guys are. I do really like them, but I'm taking Philly. Especially, I'm taking Philly.
You know what? I will go with Tampa.
Ooh.
It's interesting. I like it. I'm going to take Dallas over Chicago.
I'm taking Chicago over Dallas.
No, I know, not to strike down your But it's one of those situations where Chicago will have a game.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be against Dallas. And if you're, I think we've already had that game with. Hold on, what you guys had us losing to Washington, Green Bay, and who else?
The Ravens.
Baltimore. I think if we're losing to Green Bay, that is our game. I don't think
That's
it's gonna,
not your game if you
not
lose to
that.
Green Bay. That
It
is
most
not that
definitely
game.
No, it
That
most
is not
definitely
it. The Green Bay Packers
don't
are
think
going to
it's
be
gonna
a
be
solid team. I don't
think it's gonna
think
be against Dallas.
I don't think this will be actually. I kind of do. Yeah, I'm going to take Dallas. This is going to be that one game, and then Chicago's going to go on an end of season
not.
tear against some really difficult opponents.
Seahawks,
Washington will beat
Commanders.
Seattle.
I see a Seattle upset here, especially coming off the bye.
Seattle upset too.
Okay.
Saints Rams. It's the Rams.
That's the Rams.
I take them as well.
Giants Raiders is ridiculous.
I'm gonna take the Raiders.
I'm going to take the
I'm-
Giants.
But I think the Raiders. I think
I'm taking the Raiders.
really hits the ground running here, and I think their offensive unit just works.
Bengals Vikings. I'm taking the Vikings.
I'm taking the Vikings.
as well.
Dolphins Bills. We know
Yeah.
what happens when Miami plays Buffalo.
Give me the
Buffalo, things
Bills.
absolute smackdown.
The Jaguars and the Broncos. I'm taking the Broncos.
I'm taking the Broncos.
Well, wait, hang on.
I think the Jaguars sneak this one.
Denver's too good right in terms of they've had too good of a season so far. I'll
Okay.
take Jacksonville.
Hey, I like it. This is it.
This is
This is it.
the second Baltimore Cleveland game, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, Cleveland steals it.
This is it. Cleveland.
Okay.
This is that one
fine with
game.
that.
This is that one. Also, I feel like they always have an unnecessarily hard time against the Browns.
Correct.
Colts Chargers. That's the Chargers. They're 3-4 right now. They're not losing to the Colts.
Yes.
Steelers Patriots.
Hear me
I'm
out.
taking New England.
I agree. Okay.
Titans.
I'm taking the Chiefs.
I am
Chiefs.
taking the Titans. I am.
No, you're not. No.
I'm confident. I'm confident the Titans could win this. I'm confident.
They have a rookie. The Titans haven't really played anyone yet.
I am confident,
I can't do
and
it.
this is coming from a D1 Cam Ward hater. I am taking the Titans there.
I can't do it. That's the Chiefs. Panthers Packers Sunday Night Football.
I take Carolina.
I want to take Green Bay.
I do too. Cardinals Texans Monday Night Football. What do the Cardinals do? What is
Definitely taking Arizona.
This is
I'm taking
definitely.
Houston.
I'm definitely taking Arizona, especially since they've already dropped some questionable games. They're not dropping another one.
Patriots Titans?
Taking the Patriots.
Yeah, give me the Patriots.
Thursday Night Football. This is Mike Rabel's return to Tennessee, by the way.
Ooh.
Thursday Night Football.
Nice. Okay.
The Jets and the Ravens.
I'm taking the Jets. Or not the Jets, the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm taking the Ravens. I would maybe consider the Jets upset, but they just dropped one to the Browns, so
We just have to see how the Jets are by this point in the season.
Do we really got to consider what happens in Saints Bills?
nope.
I'll take Buffalo.
Okay. Falcons Colts.
Falcons coming off the
Falcons.
bye. And, yep.
Not a tie. The Chargers and the Cowboys.
I'll take the Cowboys here.
I'm taking the Chargers, but I respect the pick.
The Commanders and the Dolphins.
Commanders.
A Bronco. Wow, the bottom three teams in the league are the Texans, the Dolphins, and the Niners.
I'm okay
Doesn't
with that.
Feel like interesting. The Broncos and the Eagles is a really good game, but I can't take.
I think the Broncos are going to steal this one. I think the Broncos have a good chance of stealing this one. And I'm very high on the Eagles.
I
Eagles
want
and
to.
Denver, I can't do it.
I'm gonna take Philly. I think this will be a great game, but I want to take Philly.
Vikings Steelers. I'm taking the Vikings.
I'm taking the
Vikings.
Vikings.
I think this is where the Vikings get their stuff together.
I agree.
Cardinals Niners.
The Cardinals are not starting with the Cardinals are going to have a good start to their season. They swept the Niners last season, and the Niners are a worse team now. Cardinals defense is a better. I don't need to say anything else. I'm taking Arizona.
I'll take
Only
your
for
Philly.
the- Okay.
And I take Chicago. In Detroit, Chicago, I take Chicago.
The Detroit off by coming into Soldier Field.
Ooh, if they are off the bye.
I'm
And they're
thinking
3-4.
Detroit, Chicago, they tend to have really good games against each other. The Bears came close in the Thanksgiving game this past year. I can't remember the other game fully well, but I think that one was close for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the game where they ran the trick play.
Oh
So
yeah.
I do think, with Ben Johnson coming back to Detroit, I think this is Detroit coming to Ben Johnson, I should say. I think Chicago takes it.
I agree. With Detroit coming off the bye, I'm less confident in that pick. But with Chicago, I'm more confident in Chicago having a winning record then one of these teams, yeah, I'm confident Chicago.
The Panthers and the Bucks.
This is a very good matchup for me. I think Carolina takes this one because they're fighting for the division, and this is a big match for them in that regard.
I agree.
There's Giants. I'm taking the Packers.
I'm picking the
Packers.
Packers, obviously.
Sunday Night Football is Texans Seahawks. This would probably get flexed if the Texans were 1-7, but
Texans joint this one. I think the Texans
I agree.
get stuff together and they take it.
okay. Texans.
It's hard to have them be 1-7
Browns and the Bengals.
on Monday Night
Monday night.
Football. Oh,
Give me Bengals.
yeah, Bengals. Ooh.
Rams
Ooh.
Seahawks Thursday Night Football.
I'll take the Rams coming off a bye.
I agree. The Rams are coming off a bye. It is in Seattle, which is why I'm hesitant. But I think they take it.
Giants and the Saints.
I'll take the Giants here.
I take the Giants.
The Jaguars and the Niners. I'm taking the
I'll
Niners.
take Jacksonville's coming off a bye, but I think I'm gonna take San Fran here.
I would take Jacksonville, but I don't see San Francisco only having one win at this point. So I can agree with that.
Tennessee and Arizona.
All right.
I'm taking Tennessee.
I'm not gonna talk. Okay, here's what I will say. This
If
is
they
in
win.
Arizona, so I'm taking Arizona, but I would not be surprised if Tennessee takes it.
I'm also gonna take Arizona.
Really? Wow, the Titans lose 4 in a row.
I mean, yeah, I'm still okay with that.
Dolphins, Falcons.
Give me Atlanta.
This is Atlanta.
Detroit's winning this one.
Cleveland
Detroit.
going into Detroit. I'm agreed.
I
I
agree.
agree. Detroit.
I'm not off of Detroit.
Jets, Bengals.
Give me the Jets upset over the Bengals.
I'm okay with that one. I'm okay with that one.
Chiefs, Broncos for the division lead in Denver. I want to see what y'all think about
The
this. spicy
Chiefs
matchup.
are coming off the bye, which is important.
This is their first matchup. The Chiefs are coming off the bye. It's in Denver. I feel like I have to take the Chiefs here.
I think I agree. I do have to take the Chiefs in the first matchup. I
they'll
think they'll split.
I think they'll split, but just them coming off the bye this week gives them the upper edge, in my opinion.
I agree.
Raiders, Patriots. I'm taking the Patriots.
I'm
I'm
taking
gonna
the
take the
Patriots.
Patriots. Oh,
Colts, Texans. I'm taking the Texans.
I
Yep.
agree.
Sunday Night Football is the Steelers and the Ravens.
I
I'm
think
gonna take the Ravens.
I'm gonna
In
take the
Baltimore, I'm
Ravens.
taking the Ravens.
I
Because
think
they already played, right? This is their second matchup. We had
Yes.
Pittsburgh win the first one.
correct.
Monday night doubleheader. The Cowboys and the Eagles and the Vikings and the Chargers. We'll start with the Cowboys and the Eagles,
I'm taking Philly.
I'm taking Philly.
and then Vikings,
I'm gonna take-
Chargers.
I'm gonna take LA.
I'm gonna take
Same.
Minnesota.
I'm taking LA.
Fair enough.
Colts, Steelers. I'm taking the Steelers.
So we're in week 11, and I'm a little more confident in the Colts at this point, but I think Pittsburgh should be okay.
Me too.
Ravens, Dolphins. Hear me out.
Give me Baltimore.
Yeah, this is not a hear me out situation.
The one Lamar game.
We already gave it to him, didn't we?
Did we? That's the
The
Browns.
Cleveland.
That's
Okay.
AFC North shenanigans. That happens.
It's not
every
gonna be the
year.
Dolphins. No.
The Broncos and the Jets.
I think this will be a really good game. I want to give the edge to the Jets.
I
But
cannot. I have to take Denver.
The Chargers and the Raiders. I'm taking the Chargers.
Me too.
This could be sneaky. It's a divisional game, but I think the Chargers are fun.
You know what? Considering the Titans free fall we have going on, I think it continues in this one. I think Houston takes it.
I think Tennessee takes it over Houston.
I think they're gonna stop. I don't think they're gonna lose a whole ton in a row. I think I see the Titans easily make the playoffs.
The
Cleveland.
Niners and the Browns.
I'll take the Niners.
I will take the
I'm taking the
Niners.
Niners. The Seahawks and the Jaguars.
I'm gonna take Seattle here, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Bills.
think so.
Panthers.
Both coming off a bye in Carolina. Call
You know
me
what?
crazy. I am taking Carolina.
I'm okay
I
with
was-
that.
You know, going into the predictions, this was my game where Carolina takes it.
Okay with that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Arizona.
Okay.
Arizona.
I take Arizona. I
Y'all are
think
biased. Y'all are
Okay.
biased.
Very biased. This matchup
can-
is especially biased. I'm
you
throwing
can
bias.
call me
into
you
this.
can call me biased. Packers Cardinals last season was definitely an outlier. Packers Cardinals are always classics. They have an amazing history of games, but I feel like especially in recent history, the Cardinals have taken most of them, and I really like this one at home. They've lost a decent bit at home, and I don't think they're going to lose that much at home.
Eagles are beating the Giants the second time around. It's not happening.
Yep. Philly.
Absolutely.
Detroit is beating LA.
I'll
yes.
take Detroit over LA.
Yes, Detroit is not going to have a huge
Take
fall.
Minnesota. I'll take Chicago off the bye, going into Minnesota, take on the Vikings. I'm gonna take the Vikings here. Like I said, I think by this point McCarthy's settled. I think we split, and I think it's gonna happen in Minnesota.
Did we have
Sunday football, I'll
Chicago
take the
win Did we have Chicago win the first matchup?
Correct.
Okay, then yes. Sorry, I just wanted to clarify.
I'm taking it's Bucks Falcons Sunday night. 6-3 Bucks and 7-2 Falcons. I'm taking the
Bucks
Bucks.
off the bye. Don't forget that. I'm taking
Bucks
the
are off the
Buccaneers.
bye. Yeah.
Monday Night Football, Commanders, Chiefs.
I think it's gonna be a really good game. Washington's off the bye here,
I like Washington.
but it's in Arrowhead. I think the Chiefs sneak this one out on Monday Night
I
Football.
agree. I think the Chiefs.
Arrowhead.
That's fair.
We actually have some really interesting standings overall. A lot of close teams. No one's really running away with anything. Thursday night is Bears Packers.
Who did we have in
Chicago.
the first one?
Lambeau Field. Caleb owns
Yeah,
Lambeau Field.
yeah.
Go ahead, Packers. won the
Yeah.
first one.
Okay.
Bears
Then
win.
Caleb is gonna pull one out.
Man. Falcons, 49ers, hear me out.
I think Atlanta drops this one to San Fran.
Yeah, I agree. San Francisco's not gonna be terrible, and I think they can pull that one through.
Not gonna be terrible. 4-7.
I know. That's why I think we give them that.
I know. I'm saying like we also do have to pay attention to records.
I know. That's why I fully support San Francisco there.
Cowboys, Commanders.
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 Off a tough loss against the Chiefs. They beat
Okay.
the Cowboys.
Bucks, Panthers.
This is their first matchup, right?
No, it's
Second
their
matchup.
second. We
The
had
Panthers won the
Carolina
first
take
one.
the first one, and I think
Okay, then I say
Tampa wins
they
again.
take this one.
So if this is the split, Arizona wins in Seattle.
Yes. Oh my God, they're 8-3.
They're gonna drop a couple. They've got some pretty good opponents coming up.
The Giants and the Broncos. I'm taking the Broncos.
Me too.
I agree.
The Los Angeles Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I think the Jags sneak this one out.
No,
Oh.
the Rams.
I agree. The Rams. I don't think the Jags take that
Titans are gonna beat the Saints.
because this is week
Titans.
12. Rams. They're gonna be on a run, and the Titans will be Niners. Sorry, I'm like one step behind you guys.
The Raiders and the Chiefs. I'm taking the Chiefs.
Yep.
Me too.
Patriots and the Jets. I'm taking the Jets
The
actually.
Pats are coming off the bye here, so I'll take the Pats.
I agree.
Yeah. Bengals Steelers for the second time. We took the Bengals the first time I believe we did in week 1.
The Bengals are coming off the bye here. I think the Bengals take this one too.
I think Pittsburgh takes it.
Now I'll go Cincinnati. Sunday Night Football's Lions Ravens. I'm taking the Lions again. I think they're going out.
Yes, I agree with that.
And this Monday Night Football game is the Bills and the Dolphins.
I'm gonna take the Bills in the upset here. Call me crazy, but I'm taking
Call
the
me
Bills. in the
crazy, but I kind of like Buffalo.
Dolphins tanking. Ladies and gentlemen, so since we've hit Thanksgiving week 13, this is a whole slate. Thanksgiving to start off. We got Minnesota and Detroit.
Minnesota's coming off the bye here. It's in Detroit. I'm gonna take Minnesota.
I'm way too high on Minnesota, but I'm gonna take them.
Okay. Kansas City and Dallas. Mahomes has never played in a Thanksgiving game, so like he's gonna have one eventually.
This is kind of weird, but I think Mahomes is gonna take it.
Now, the Jacksonville Jaguars are the only team to never have a Thanksgiving game. So why not treat it with a Cat Bowl? The Panthers and the Jaguars and an ETN versus ETN game on Thanksgiving.
Give me Carolina. Script cooks here, but I take Carolina.
Yeah, I'm taking Carolina too.
I agree with Carolina.
Black Friday is going to be the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. What better way to celebrate? There's actually probably a couple better ways to celebrate, but
Here,
that's
I'll
Black
say this
Friday.
first. I'll say this first. I did say that I very well can see San Francisco being swept by the Cardinals. We are 8-3 though. I'm confident enough in us, but I don't know how realistic that is. So I think I'm picking Arizona, but a loss to San Francisco is entirely valid.
I'm taking San Fran.
I'm taking Arizona.
Oh my!
Oh my
goodness.
god. Cardinals 1 seed.
We're gonna get so many bias comments. The Giants and the Commanders. I wonder who's gonna win this one.
Yeah, this is
I'll take
definitely
Raiders.
Washington.
The Rams and the Falcons. I'm taking the Rams.
The Rams are
I'm
gonna
taking it. No, I'll take it. I'll take the Rams. I'll take the Rams. I'll take
the Rams. This is gonna be good. That's gonna be a great game though. I like that one.
The NFC is a bloodbath, and I'm taking Seattle to kind of get back in the mix a little bit over New Orleans.
I
I think
agree.
New Orleans is gonna steal this one.
No,
What's New Orleans' record?
2-10.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, I like New Orleans. I think there's a
bad.
possibility that Derek Carr is back, so I pick New Orleans there.
you're picking. Oh, my
I'm picking New
goodness.
Orleans.
I see a trend with these NFC West teams.
I'm calling the okay.
The Steelers and the Bears. I'm taking the Steelers.
I'm taking Chicago in Soldier Field. I'm taking Chicago.
You have to consider that Mike Tomlin is going to go 9-8.
Doesn't mean you have to win this one. I'm taking Chicago.
Chicago's 6-5. I think they can. Yeah, I like Chicago. Actually, Pittsburgh. I lied. Pittsburgh because
That's
Aaron Rodgers.
crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Pittsburgh. I have to. I'm sorry. I have to.
The Ravens and the Packers. I'm taking the Packers.
Ooh, I agree with that.
Here.
I'm
I think
taking the Packers.
Here.
Jets, Bills.
This is second matchup. Oh, no, this is first in
First.
Buffalo. Give me the Jets. Or give me the Bills. Sorry. First
if this
matchup
is first in Buffalo.
I'll take
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure Jets is towards the end, or it's towards the end of the season.
Week 18. The Titans and the Broncos. I'm taking the Broncos.
I think the Titans are on a streak here, and they take this one.
I like the Titans.
The Bengals and the Browns.
I'll take Bengals.
Yeah,
I'm taking the Dolphins over the Colts.
Definitely.
I see it. I respect it.
Tank bowl.
Houston.
But they still have Tua, but
I think
I think
Houston
that was
off
Vegas.
the high, and Houston takes it over Las Vegas.
I agree. Houston is gonna take that one.
Sunday Night Football, Eagles, Chargers.
Honestly, I'm taking the Eagles. Never mind. I'm taking Eagles.
They're both off
Yeah.
the bye. I think I take the Chargers.
I'm still taking I'm still taking the Eagles. Patriots, Buccaneers on Monday Night Football.
I
taking
think
Bucks.
New England comes in and sneaks this one out.
I'm still taking the Bucks.
I gotta take the Bucs.
I think New England's sitting pretty. I think they're in a good spot, but I don't think they have enough to beat the Bucks, especially on Baker Mayfield's MVP campaign.
This is true.
The Cowboys and the Lions, I'm taking the Lions on Thursday night.
I agree.
Now,
The Bears and the
Chicago
Eagles.
going into Philly. Here's all I'm gonna say. I think we're gonna beat one of the bird teams. If I think there's a good chance. I think by this point, week 14, the questions about the scheme should all be gone. And I really do think Chicago's gonna take this one, even with the feud I got going aside. I really do think Chicago's gonna take this one.
I actually agree.
Agree with that as well. Actually,
strictly also because I want look at the NFC. Look how interesting this is.
I like Chicago.
I'm taking the Vikings.
No, this is not a question. Minnesota's gonna beat New York. They're not.
The
Gonna lose to
Giants haven't had a win in a while.
No, it's
This
Minnesota.
could be Jackson Darts.
No. Even then, I still take Minnesota.
Okay. What do you think, Ian?
Minnesota too.
I think if
Buffalo
Jackson Dart was
Rams.
playing, he will have a game, but not.
You know what? I think the Rams take this too.
I agree. It's in SoFi, and it's pretty close to the end of the season. So the Rams are going to be on a bit of a push.
I'll accept that one. Like I said, I thought Tampa Bay was losing the last one, so I'm totally fine with them losing this one.
Niners.
Niners over Saints, yes.
Yes.
The Cardinals are losing. To the
We're
Bengals.
going to drop to Philly. Or not to Philly, to Cincy. We're going to drop to Cincy, especially since it's there.
Washington and the Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers.
I think Washington takes
I'm
this
taking
one.
Washington.
The Falcons and the Jets. I'm taking the Falcons.
I am taking
But I can see the Jets.
the Jets.
This is tough for me. You're leaving it to me. These are probably like these are two of the teams I'm the
Is
highest.
Ian gonna go against Justin Fields? What do you think
No,
Justin
I'm
Fields
taking
will do
Jets
about
here. I'm taking Jets here.
The Dolphins and Panthers. The Panthers beating the Dolphins.
Panthers.
I agree. The Panthers are beating the Dolphins.
The Seahawks and the Titans. I'm actually gonna take the Seahawks.
See, I can't.
Out of
Oh,
5.
I
I
don't.
think
I
that's a trap game.
I don't want to just. I don't want to be biased against the NFC West. I just really like the Titans.
I'm taking the Seahawks. I can't see them dropping the
They're-
Giants record.
They're going. No, I can't see that. Yeah, Seattle.
The Jags and the Colts. I'm taking the
I think
Jags.
Colts. Oh no, I think Colts.
I can see that too. It's not in Jacksonville.
I'm taking Jacksonville.
Yeah, Jacksonville.
Okay, I was about to take the Colts.
I'm taking Jacksonville.
Okay. Bills Patriots the second time.
Second time in Gillette, I'm taking the Patriots.
I like
Need
the
it?
Patriots. I like the Patriots.
I hate it, but I'll let it. I understand. The Browns and the Raiders.
I'm taking Raiders.
I'm taking the Raiders.
Oh no.
I'm gonna
taking
say Cleveland. I'm gonna say Cleveland. There's gonna be a rookie at the helm here, and he's gonna start shining.
Because my reasoning is because of I'm thinking Genty versus Mason Graham and Miles Garrett, and I like Mason Graham and Miles Garrett. I think they're gonna be a very good defensive duo.
I agree.
I'm taking Baltimore over Houston.
I agree.
Yes.
Baltimore destroys them every time they play. Denver, Kansas City on Sunday night for the second time they play.
Who won the
And
first
who-
one?
who-
Who won the
first one?
first one?
Kansas City won the first one, and Denver needs it for division.
Then I am
contention. Kansas City
definitely
also hasn't
taking
lost
Denver.
forever.
My problem is this one's Arrowhead.
They actually almost won an Arrowhead last time.
This is true.
Yeah,
I'm taking Denver.
almost though. But I'm fine with Denver.
Green Bay and Pittsburgh on Monday Night Football. This was assuming Aaron Rodgers, like when I made
Ooh.
originally, because I thought he'd sign a lot quicker. I'm thinking Green Bay.
Oh, dang it. I was hoping you would pick Pittsburgh so I could make a decision without the bias allegations. I think
I don't think I think Green Bay's still a good team.
they
I think we're
are.
good.
So I think they do. Yeah, I think they do. I already had Aaron Rodgers have a triumphant victory over the Bears, so I don't think he'll beat the Packers.
Bengals Dolphins. It would be so funny if just the Bengals defense threw for them in this game.
I want Miami.
Happen.
I want Miami
Cincy.
on Thursday Night Football. I
I'm
want
taking
Miami.
just for funny.
Oh no!
Can I come back to this one?
Sure.
The Chargers and the Broncos.
I
think
still like the
Chargers need it.
Broncos.
I think
I'll
the
take
Chargers need it. Chiefs Jaguars. Come on now.
I'll take
Yeah.
Chiefs.
I'll take Chiefs.
The Browns and the Patriots.
Give me the Patriots.
Yeah, give me the Patriots.
The Titans and the Texans. I'm taking the Texans the second time around.
I'm taking the Titans.
Yeah, I'm taking Titans too.
I'm too high on the
Second
Titans.
time around?
I am too high on the Titans.
Oh, okay. The Raiders and the Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles.
The Eagles
Philly.
will win.
Colts Seahawks. I'm taking Seahawks.
Seahawks are
Seattle.
gonna win.
Giants Bears. I'm taking
Give me the Bears.
Taking the Bears. Bucks. Falcons.
Falcons.
Who won- Who won the first one?
The Bucks.
I think they win it
Okay.
again.
I think they split. I think Atlanta takes it.
I agree. Falcons actually won both times last year.
No, I didn't. Okay.
Cardinals Cowboys. I'm taking the Cardinals. I
Here's
can't. I know.
You can't take the Cowboys over the Cardinals. You know how
know.
this script works.
It's not because I want it's not 'cause
Cardinals-
I think the Cardinals will lose. I just want. I don't see 10-4.
Knowing the next couple games, I know they're gonna drop a couple. The Cardinals had 8 wins last season, and with this schedule, it's easy for them to see them get at least 2 or 3 more. And it's the Cowboys.
I'm taking Detroit over Green Bay. Yes.
Yes,
I'm taking the Panthers or the Saints.
I'm taking the Panthers over the
this-
Saints.
This is game 2, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think New Orleans take this at home.
I got to take care.
You know what? I'm taking New Orleans as well.
Wow. Okay.
Minnesota and Washington.
I think this is a JJ McCarthy masterclass. I am gonna take Minnesota.
I take Washington.
I can't do it. I'm taking Washington. Sunday night's the Steelers and the Jets. Aaron Rodgers going to New York.
No, Justin Fields playing
Hosting
Pittsburgh.
the Steelers.
Give me
This is
Justin Fields.
Double revenge game in theory, assuming Aaron Rodgers signs with
I'm
Steelers.
taking Pittsburgh.
I'm taking New York. Oh,
6-7.
I'm still taking New
taking New
York.
York.
I'm still taking New York.
Who you taking in?
I'm taking New York.
I'm still taking
Yeah,
New
I know you
York.
are.
It's gonna end. LA's
Niners.
gonna.
I'm taking-
LA
I
is
think
gonna
the
go on a
Niners-
tear.
Okay.
I take LA too. You've got one.
Forgot. You forgot the game. Okay.
Oh my God.
Who wants to start?
I'm taking
Baltimore
Baltimore.
at Buffalo.
I am taking Baltimore.
At Buffalo, by the way.
It
That's
is
important.
at Buffalo, and that's what makes
I'm
me
taking Baltimore.
unsure. I'm because it's the regular season. I'm taking Baltimore.
Okay. Wow, that's
10
tough.
all. Whoa. Okay. That's interesting. And then the Titans at 8 and
We
6.
have interesting scenarios.
This
Will
this
this all
a lot-
happen? I'm not sure, but this
This
is
is a
interesting
lot. This is a lot better than our last year Colts #1.
We're not.
And
talking
remember,
about
this
that. We
isn't even
won't
our
talk about
official
that.
prediction because we don't have the actual schedule yet. This is
The
just
Bills
a
aren't losing 2 in a row.
hypothetical. On Thursday Night Football to the Falcons, the Bills will win.
I think Atlanta takes this one.
No. I would hear it out, but since they just
so
lost to
tough
the
because
Ravens,
Atlanta's in such a tough spot, but like it's not. It's just a bad timing for that.
See,
I-
the whole they're not losing 2 in a row thing that just doesn't really have a lot of weight for me. I just go with the team that I think's winning, and I definitely think Atlanta's taking this one.
I don't think they are.
I think it's a big upset. I think it's a big upset.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with Buffalo. I'm okay with Buffalo. I think they'll even without the 2 in a row. I think Falcons could easily take it, but I like Buffalo still.
Bears Bengals.
I'm taking Chicago.
They both need
Against
it.
my
I'm gonna
my
argue
better
my case.
judgment.
I'm going to argue my case just for, because it is a little bit of bias, but I'm also going to argue case. I think that our offense is going to be so good by this point. I think everything's going to be clicking. I think the scheme's going to be working. And especially if Cincinnati's defense isn't mustered up to what they need it to be by this point, I think Chicago really takes it. I do think our defense is capable of holding Cincinnati's offense.
Okay.
Against my
are we at a
better
1-1 split?
against my better judgment, I am going to take Chicago.
Okay. Now,
I
Ian,
think
if this happens like last year and this bites us in the butt, you're not going to
It
hear
is-
the end of it.
I'm not
They're doing
Ian.
Same
If
thing again.
if I have bought into the Bears offseason hype and it fails me again, I will never have confidence in them ever again.
I think-
They're lack of fans.
I've said on the pod how I'm going to feel before. This is my third offseason in a row being extremely optimistic. This is the most optimistic I've ever been. Okay, I cannot handle a bad season at all.
I'll take the Broncos over the Packers.
Oh, I agree with that.
I'm okay with that.
I know y'all are.
Minnesota over Cleveland for sure.
Yeah.
Minnesota, yeah.
Especially in the position here, like it's just the Jags and the Cardinals.
I think Jaguars pulled this one.
I
do too.
I was gonna say knowing the rest of Arizona's schedule, I think this is Arizona's last win of the season.
No.
Fair enough.
Tampa, Miami. I'm taking Tampa.
Tampa Bay over Miami.
Okay, I'm taking Detroit.
Detroit over Pittsburgh. Yes.
I agree.
Yeah, I think Pittsburgh's. I think this is finally the season where Pittsburgh drops under 500. It's gonna be close, but I think this is the season now. Dallas, Vegas.
I'm gonna take Dallas.
I agree.
This is gonna be one of those games that like nobody watches. That's just gonna be randomly super good.
I agree with that.
The Jets and the Saints. I'm taking the Jets.
Me too.
I also take the Jets.
Colts, Chiefs. Jesus Christ.
That's gonna be a tie. That's gonna be a tie. I'm calling it now. Chiefs Colts tie.
I am calling it. It's a tie. It's a tie. I'm okay with that. No, it's a tie. It's a tie. It's a tie.
The
The
tie of
2-1 vote
doom and
says that
despair.
it's a tie.
The tie of doom and
You
despair.
don't have to explain it.
Hey, your explanation is what was it? Week 3 of last year?
2 years ago, the Colts did win. This is
2
true.
years ago? No, they tied.
They tied, yeah.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. I'll look it
The
up.
Colts won in overtime.
I'm
It was in
checking.
Indianapolis.
You're right. They took it.
Okay, well, I still think it's a tie.
I still think tie though.
Yay!
We're not doing any more ties, right?
Nope, that's
No,
the
that's
only
true.
one.
Okay. I'm fine with that then. It's funny as hell. Patriots, Ravens. I'm taking the Ravens.
I'll take
That's
Ravens. as well.
Ravens.
But there is a little bit of a
It's
here.
okay. It'll be close. I'm fine with that. It's gonna be really close, but I don't think the Patriots jump over the Ravens.
I take
Chargers
Titans.
against the Titans.
I
I take
take
Chargers.
Titans.
I take Chargers.
Setting up an interesting AFC race. Of course, the Bengals are on the outside again. The Eagles and the Commanders. I'm taking the
I'll
Eagles.
take the
Eagles.
Commanders at home in the second matchup.
This will clinch the division if they win. Are we taking the Commanders?
Oh, that's a division clincher. Honestly, I will take. Commanders.
Honestly, you know, I was gonna take Philly, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
I'm not unhappy about it. It's just interesting.
Oh, it's
I'm taking
interesting.
the Niners to the Giants.
Niners over
Yeah,
the
me too.
Giants.
Sunday night. This is not going to be Sunday night football at this point. Texans, Rams.
The Rams are gonna
I think
take it.
that's the deal one.
Oh, I agree. Texans,
Wow. Okay. I take the Rams, but
Seahawks, Panthers. Monday night
Give me
football.
the Panthers.
I feel like we've done this one already, but we haven't. Yeah, I'm okay with Panthers.
We did
I like the
Rams,
Panthers
Panthers.
making a final playoff push.
Now I want to talk about our.
Oh
playoff
my
scenarios
gosh.
a little bit.
Oh my
Look at
gosh.
the NFC. We got Washington's sitting pretty 12-3. After that, the Cardinals are 10-5, the Bucks are 10-5, the Eagles are 10-5, the Bears are 9-6, the Rams are 9-6, the Lions are 9-6, the Vikings are 9-6, the Panthers are 9-6, the Falcons are 8-7, and the Packers are 7-8, sitting on the
Man,
outside.
things look good on the
probably.
AFC side too.
I was gonna say the AFC is actually
This
pretty
is a very
interesting as
exciting
well.
season.
The AFC is good. I actually like the AFC. The only thing I don't like about the AFC, I don't think the Texans will fall off that hard, but I think a fall off makes sense.
Mhm. Hey, if we saw anything from Chicago last season, it's when you don't have the offensive line, it can kill your whole season. And I'm perfectly okay with assuming that will happen to Houston.
Yeah, I think people are going to be unhappy about that, but I like that. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I like that.
Alex, you cooked. You cooked with this schedule.
This is Christmas. This
Oh.
week 17 cooked so hard that I couldn't get
I-
Lions Eagles. on
I know
Friday.
exactly what Carson's argument is gonna be.
No, there's no
already
argument
know.
here. Tampa's gonna
No.
take it.
It's Cardinals, Buccaneers, Christmas.
Really,
Tampa.
nothing about Murray Christmas.
Oh, well, last season, for Christmas, I got Murray loss to the Panthers. So no, nothing about Christmas. I just want to talk about the fact that Alex made an Arizona Tampa Bay Christmas game as the most beautiful reference to my favorite football game I've ever watched of all time, which was the Trace McSorley Tom Brady Christmas game in 2021. Beautiful. Everything about it was perfect, and we lost, and I did not even care because it was Trace McSorley and he almost beat Tom Brady. I love that it's
They
happening
should go
again.
make the schedule maker.
No, literally. I love that it happened again. Tampa's going to win. Kyler Murray, as much as I love saying Merry Christmas, he does not have any Christmas powers. The only way we win this game is if we sign Trace McSorley.
The only thing that I have not, the reason this cannot actually be the NFL schedule, the only thing that because I was like, it's hard enough to make the schedule. I'm not accounting for the fact that the stupid Rams and Chargers have a shared stadium, the Jets and Giants have a shared stadium. So like this week, they have the same home time. Like that's not realistic, of course.
It's okay.
But I'm not doing all that.
Nah, Alex,
It's really difficult.
we don't care. We don't care. Tampa's
Second
gonna
Christmas game is Bo Nix versus Jaden Daniels.
I think the Broncos steal this one. They need it pretty bad. Washington's already content, so I think Denver.
win. I agree.
I agree too. The third one is a purple Christmas game. It's the Ravens and the Vikings.
You know,
I'm gonna let y'all talk about it.
Baltimore. I can see Minnesota winning this, but I think Baltimore sneaks it. This just barely sneaks it out.
This game is me saying how confident I am in JJ McCarthy because I think they take it. They are desperate to get into the playoffs, and they need it a lot more than Baltimore does, and they're going to be at home and fighting for it hard.
Oh, Baltimore is also fighting for the 1 seed right now.
This is true, but I think Minnesota's going to want it more, and they're going to, I think they're going to take it.
I agree. I think Minnesota takes it. No incentive in that pick. The Browns and the Bears. The Bears.
That's Chicago.
Well, okay, wait.
No, there's no okay wait here.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying they're gonna win, but you know how Chicago it would be to lose this game to miss out on the playoffs in this situation.
I
but it's
100%
not-
agree, but in this
Not this
scenario where I'm putting my endorsement in Chicago, I think they should win. They should win, which means they very well could lose, but they should win.
Panthers Niners.
I'm taking Panthers.
I think.
And I'm seeing a game that I hate that we have to pick right now because one of these teams is going to be a bad position. And I think y'all know which one I'm talking about. We're about to get to it.
I see a couple, so I don't know which one. I don't know which one you're talking
There's
about.
one in particular.
We have several division winners coming up next week, but
Giants Cowboys is going to be the Cowboys.
I say Giants.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm
I think this is I
they went for
still
something,
think at this
yeah.
point Jackson Dart is going to be pretty well established.
Yeah, I still think Giants. Yeah.
I want to skip this one.
Okay, I'm okay with
Okay.
skipping that for now.
The Saints and the Falcons.
Hear me out. I think the Falcons drop this one.
This would eliminate them for good.
I think they need it, but I think they just come up short.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. The Falcons have another collapse, just like last year. Look at this. That's crazy. It's completely plausible, too. Starting, like, they choke their season away again.
Their schedule just gets kind of rough.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Seahawks,
say.
Rams.
Not going to say anything.
I think the Rams take it.
I think the Rams take it.
I 100% agree.
You know it's week 18, right?
That's the game that I was talking about.
Week 19.
No, sorry. 19 is wild card.
I just saw
It says
19.
19. When it says 19, that's the wild card matchup, which is fun because it's 3 and 6 right now. It won't be
Right,
like
right.
that, but
Okay.
all right, we'll talk about it now. The Lions and the Eagles. Oh my dude.
This is gonna be such a good game.
The problem is the way these teams are. One of them is gonna be in a real bad spot.
I
And I don't see either of these
Here's
teams
the
missing the
thing.
playoffs.
Here's the thing for me. Week 18 is divisions. The Philly has already played the Commanders twice.
The point.
So whether they play the Giants or the Cowboys in Week 18, they're going to win that matchup. So it's just a matter of what's gonna like. So I don't know if that.
solidify them a playoff spot if they win.
So I kind of think Philly takes this one though. Either way, but I don't know.
What do you think, Carson?
okay. I've been talking about how I think the Lions are gonna have a little bit of a fall off. I don't know if it's enough to like basically knock them out of the playoffs though. But the issue is I don't see a world where they beat Philly. I just don't.
I think they bite their kneecaps.
It's gonna be
Birds
so
don't- hey.
close.
Birds don't have kneecaps.
This is true.
Yeah,
I think the Eagles. I think the Eagles are gonna take it.
Lions. They might be out of the playoffs.
Which is absolutely crazy, but the NFC,
No, they're
it's
not.
just
No,
so
they're not.
good.
Hang on.
Hold on.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Continue on.
We'll
Just
talk about
continue
it.
on. Just
Oh,
continue
good.
on.
Okay, continue.
We'll talk about it.
Yep.
Texans, Chargers.
I think
Chargers.
Houston takes this one. In the playoff rematch, I think Houston takes this one.
You know what? I see it.
I kind of see it. Yeah,
Raiders, Colts.
I
I'll take the Colts here.
think the Raiders get one.
Okay, I take the Raiders too. The Titans and Jaguars. I think
I think the
Jags
Titans
get it.
take it. I think the
fight in
Titans take
division
it.
and the Jags take it.
I am much more confident in Cam Ward than I am in Trevor Lawrence, and the Titans have had a much better offseason in their roster. Their rookies are going to be set at this point, and they're going to make a playoff run.
Disagree. I think I actually still I don't think Trevor Lawrence is fully dead.
Oh, no, I'm just
But
more
this is
confident in
super
Cam Ward than him.
I like the Jacksonville Jaguars here, and Ian does too.
Fair enough.
Jets Patriots in this.
Definitely New
Collab?
England.
Oh man,
Definitely New England.
New England clinches with the win. The Jets need it.
I think the Jets take it.
I think New England takes it.
New England takes it.
I think Pittsburgh
Miami,
takes it.
yeah, Pittsburgh takes it.
Over Miami? Yeah.
It's the regular,
Regular season, I'll give you Bills. Regular season, I'll give you Bills.
Here's the thing.
Don't you-
I take Kansas City for the reason I think Kansas City takes it in the regular season and Buffalo takes it in the postseason, if that's a thing. I don't know if they'll play in the postseason, but if they, I think,
I run with that for the bits, so I can have Buffalo win in the postseason against them.
wow, okay. So it's biased when I do stuff like that, but okay, that's fine.
Well, okay, but it's not okay. Listen, I'm not gonna have them necessarily win the Super Bowl. I'm not losing to them again.
I mean, I'm just saying, based off of what we've had the Chiefs go through this season, I think they take it over Buffalo, and I think Buffalo's gonna have a playoff push.
Okay, I'm holding you to that.
I know.
The Bengals and the Packers.
Cincinnati needs it. Cincinnati takes
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, honestly, I want to take Green Bay, but I think it's going to be the same as last year, where Cincy's going to be fighting for it. Oh,
I want
jeez.
to check real quick. Okay, and I will check this one as well. Okay, both the teams can steal it over. Now, if both these teams, if this happens, okay.
Oh,
noted.
jeez. Okay.
They all have tough matchups too, so it's none of these are guaranteed.
There are so
especially
many.
when these three teams are fighting for the 1 seed. That is actually.
I'm just saying, if the NFL just listens to this script that we have provided for them, this will be a historically good Week 18.
Exactly. Now,
No, we're gonna come back to that later.
Yes, I
I'm
agree.
checking scenarios. Okay, if that happens, they're in like that.
We'll come back to it. Let's start AFC.
I agree. I think we just start.
Okay, well, we're gonna get the games that don't matter out of the way first.
Let's just
Okay.
go down the list.
Yeah,
AFC first.
I'm okay with just going down the list. Let's just go down the list.
We're going down the list.
Yeah,
AFC
let's
first.
just go down the list. I'm okay.
The AFC South is one that really doesn't matter. Now, this 10 can technically happen, but let's be honest.
just
here, the
let-
Titans are.
Titans
let's-
take it over the Colts. Just
Titans,
go
let's-
just go team by team. Stop trying to create
I agree.
scenarios.
I don't want to create scenarios. I just want to give my honest picks.
Jacksonville, Houston.
I think Jacksonville takes it over
Jacksonville.
Houston.
Okay. Pittsburgh, Cleveland.
Pittsburgh takes it for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Pittsburgh will take it.
I'm taking Buffalo, but
Who did we have win the first one? We had Buffalo
Oh,
win
Buffalo's gonna win.
it. I'm taking the Jets in New York. I wanted them the first time. Did we pick them the first time or not?
no.
No, we had
picked
them
Buffalo
lose.
because it was in Buffalo.
Oh.
Yeah, we picked Buffalo because it was in
Okay.
Buffalo.
I
I think
still
they're
take
splitting.
Buffalo.
I'm taking the Jets here.
Baltimore, Cincinnati.
I'm gonna take Cincinnati.
I think
I'm gonna take Baltimore.
Cincinnati clinches their playoff spot, honestly.
Fair enough.
I think the Dolphins actually just win just because
No,
the
New
Dolphins
England over Miami.
Nope. New England over
doesn't
Miami.
matter seeding wise. Okay, New England over Miami. Actually, I can agree with that. Okay. Denver, Vegas.
I'll take
Denver.
Denver, and then I think the Chargers steal away from the
Right.
Chiefs.
I agree.
I don't, but okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, I will let you guys talk first. This is LA, Arizona, and I will
Who-
hold my tongue.
This is
Who won the first matchup?
Arizona did because it was in LA and it was super early season.
I'm gonna take LA then. I think they split.
person. This is so bad for Arizona.
I'm going to provide my same exact justification as I did at the beginning and say nothing else. Last season, it was in Arizona first and LA second. They destroyed them in Arizona, and in LA, they were exactly one bobbled pass on Trey McBride's head from sweeping them. This season, the Cardinals have gotten better, way better, and they have the home field advantage at the end the second time. So I personally think they can sweep, but that's all I'm saying. I am obviously picking them, of course, but you know, they went 8-9 last season. I think 11 wins on an easier schedule is very possible.
It's gonna take me a minute.
He's creating scenarios in his brain. That's why it's gonna take him a minute.
It's not even that. I'm just trying to think like, can I realistically see LA out of the playoff? You know what? I'm gonna give it to Arizona.
I respect the pick.
If Arizona flops again,
Then I'm very sorry, and I will probably cry,
Washington.
just like Ian.
they're gonna clinch the 1 seed. I mean,
Here's my question. I do want to know a hypothetical here. if Washington loses and Tampa Bay wins, who gets the 1 seed?
No, they don't take it actually.
Okay, so I think Washington rests their starters and the Giants take it.
Oh,
I agree.
wait, Philly can still win the division even though they swept. Oh, they didn't sweep. That doesn't clinch the division.
Oh wait,
Hang on.
okay, no, then they're still competing. Then Washington takes it.
Washington takes it.
Then Philly still beats Dallas. Skip this one.
Okay.
What happened to just going down the list, Ian? We're going
Just
down the
skip it.
list.
Okay, fine.
Chicago.
Detroit wins. Chicago drops it. We screw the pooch and we lose to Detroit while they're fighting for a playoff spot.
I respect it. I disagree though.
Now that being said, now that being said, can you pull up the Bears schedule real quick? I still think we make the playoffs. I don't think we drop to Pittsburgh. I don't think we drop to Dallas. I think we sweep Green Bay. So I do still think we make the playoffs. But in this scenario that we have going right now, with everything, taking everything into account, I think we drop the final game to the Lions and break everyone's hearts. I cry a bunch, and we slip out of the playoffs.
I very much respect Ian for being not biased here, and I still take Chicago.
Oh my god, you're putting your other. Oh, why are you
You're
putting
welcome,
both of
Alex.
your teams on my shoulders?
Alex, just look at it from a completely unbiased perspective.
I don't feel like I was looking at LA, Arizona from an unbiased perspective
Just
either.
pick.
I can't.
Okay.
And
Then
it's
we
not
move on.
even like count. Oh,
Alex took Detroit, by the way, if
Carolina.
you're listening. Alex took Detroit for the
Yes.
listeners.
Carolina.
Again, I really do not think we're dropping to Dallas. So if we won that game, we would be in the playoffs right now. But in this
Real.
scenario, we're
We
out
have
of
to
the playoffs.
look. We currently have 2 teams falling out of the playoffs with a 10-7 record in the NFC, which is crazy.
I know.
That's just like a testament to how good the NFC
Atlanta.
can be.
Um,
So Carolina
Atlanta
beats
could-
Atlanta.
Who won the first matchup?
Atlanta.
Atlanta. So yeah, Carolina takes it at home.
Tampa's
Happy
beating
to
New
see it.
Orleans.
Tampa will take New Orleans because they're fighting for the 1 seed.
Minnesota will beat Green Bay.
I think Minnesota takes Green Bay.
They take the division, yeah.
gonna
What's
take
the,
Seattle
what
over
is the
Tampa.
last game we're picking? This means nothing.
I think Seattle over San. Throw a tie. They tie.
No, we're not doing another tie.
They tie.
What are their records? I do need to
Seattle.
see that.
They
San
have the
Francisco.
same record. Seattle took it the first
Oh.
time.
Okay.
These games do absolutely nothing for the playoffs, so give them a tie.
I personally think Seattle will win. I just think if I look at the 2 teams, I think Seattle is better.
All right, I'll take Seattle. I'll take Seattle so we don't have a tie.
Oh man. Okay, what a week 18. Jeez.
I just want to go over hypotheticals.
Now, real quick, hold up, keep the schedule.
Arizona still makes it in that scenario. Which
Keep it as it is right now. If we put it back to Arizona, if we beat the Cowboys, we get in, correct?
You
Oh
would,
yeah, well
because you'd be 11-7.
We sneak in at 6. Okay.
If Carolina was to lose in that scenario, wait.
I do not want to completely chain or ruin all of our hypotheticals, but our recording is at 2.5 hours. Just so you know.
That means fix it all.
That means
Let's go.
I'm gonna cry.
Playoffs.
No! 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 No!
You know we
No!
have to do here.
No! It's not gonna happen this time.
We'll
It's
go
not
from the
gonna
top.
happen.
We'll go from the top. Patriots Titans.
Give me the Patriots.
They're both young and inexperienced, but I think the Patriots take it. I agree. That's tough too.
Okay.
Well,
The Broncos in Baltimore. This is rough because I don't want to see the Broncos be a first round exit again, but I think Baltimore takes it. Also, for the record, I do think the Titans beat the Patriots.
Cincinnati, Kansas City. Cincinnati goes into Arrowhead and they take the win, taking out their anger from last season.
No. Kansas City's going to win.
Yeah.
That Cincinnati is not getting any further
Cincinnati-
than this with that
No, I
defense.
can't do it.
Not with
I
that
have to let us
defense.
have the validation. I have to let us have the validation.
That's bias.
No, it's not bias. I also think Cincinnati's defense isn't good enough.
Cincinnati's defense is not carrying them any further than that. Okay. All right. Philadelphia, Minnesota.
I'm taking Philadelphia.
I am taking Minnesota.
I'm taking Philly. Come on.
All right. Before we get into it, I will once again say my piece and then let you guys decide. So we have a wild card matchup between Carolina and Arizona. Here is my justification. I personally, it is historically, not really historically known. It happened one time. The last time the Cardinals had a really serious playoff push, like a really serious one, they were stopped by the Panthers in Carolina. Here's my Yes, last year we also lost in Carolina. Now in this scenario, we also lose to Carolina at home. My justification, first off, is I don't even think we lose to them at home. But if that's the case, I'm just looking at it. These two teams, I think Arizona has been much closer to that playoff push for longer. And while I think Carolina is going to have a very serious one in the future, I think, especially looking at the head coaching, I believe in Jonathan Gannon's playoff experience a lot more, and I think they're finally going to get over the hump. I probably don't see them going past the wild card, but it's been like almost 10 years since Arizona's had a playoff win, and I think they take it. That's my justification. I leave it to you.
I will give you the benefit of the doubt and give you Arizona.
Okay.
Here,
Wow.
Detroit going into Tampa Bay. I'm taking Tampa Bay. I'm still riding Baker Mayfield MVP season.
I'm
MVP caliber season.
okay with Tampa Bay. All right. Baltimore, KC.
I don't trust Lamar.
I'm taking Baltimore.
I'm taking Baltimore. I was hoping this would land the Bills' way, but it didn't. But I'm taking Baltimore. New England, Buffalo. I'm obviously taking Buffalo.
Yeah.
I'm going to take New England.
I want New England to have a push, but they're going to get stopped by Buffalo.
It's Drake May's second year. I mean, they'll have their time, but like
I'll let you guys speak on this before I even say anything.
no, it's gonna be the Bucks.
Arizona going into Tampa Bay. I'm taking Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'm going to take Tampa.
Holy.
Philly going into Washington. I'm taking Washington this year. Washington takes it back this year.
I agree. I'm taking Washington.
I wonder what's gonna happen here.
Buffalo's going to take it. It's in Buffalo over Baltimore.
Oh.
Buffalo's going to take it over Baltimore. I think Buffalo overall. I had faith in Baltimore last season, and they literally dropped the ball, and I'm low-key kind of done with it. And I think Buffalo is going to take it. And I also have, I take Buffalo.
I appreciate it.
Of course.
Tampa, Washington.
Going into Washington, I'm taking Tampa Bay.
I'm taking Washington. It's in Washington, and while I agree Baker Mayfield is going to have an incredible season, I really like the Commanders' free agency.
Wild card rematch.
Yeah, I really like Jaden Daniels here.
Did they play this year? I don't think they did. They didn't.
No, I'm taking Washington.
I don't think Todd Bowles is a good enough coach.
You take Washington as well?
Mhm.
Okay, this is the perfect script because now we have Washington and Buffalo in the Super Bowl. Ooh.
Mitchell Trubisky versus college.
This is essentially the College Lee versus Mitch Trubisky Super Bowl, and this was the idea I had, but I didn't want to say anything because I did not want any bias. College Lee versus Mitch Trubisky. But first of all, I didn't want to influence the group's decisions. But first off, I am taking both of them completely out of account for this. Because we don't even know if College Lee is going to be on Washington's roster, so it's not really relevant.
Listen, me personally, I'm taking Buffalo because Mitchell Trubisky is a guarantee on the roster.
Yeah. I'm looking at both of these.
Also, this is a very valid Super Bowl prediction. I like this.
I agree. This was a very. Oh, you're gonna make me. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Ian's been going against Buffalo like every round, so I'm.
No, that's not true.
I'm not letting any bias get into this because I really do not want Cliff Kingsbury to get a ring. Like, I really don't. But excluding all of that, it's hard for me to see Buffalo coming up short again, but I'm also so confident in the Commanders that it's
Second year, Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, and we saw what he did in his first year.
I don't think Jaden Daniels is going to have a sophomore slump. I don't.
Oh, I know that. I
I know.
Part of my justification too is that I feel like it'll take one more year.
That's valid. With Buffalo, the highlight for Buffalo for me is the improvements on defense. I love the moves that they have made on their defense, and I think that is going to be huge. With Washington, they addressed running back, which is huge, and I loved that they did that. They also addressed offensive line, which will only further help the run game. I am definitely worried about Buffalo's run game.
Right.
And although Jaden Daniels will have a tough time with the ball through the air.
Washington did also acquire.
Yeah, I honestly think we'll be really locked down next year in terms of the passing game, which is going to be great.
I agree.
And I think we'll have good pressure.
I think in the air, Buffalo has the advantage, and on the ground, Washington has the advantage. And I think that's a valid take.
Yeah.
In this hypothetical scenario, with the hypothetical games that each one of these teams has won and each team has dropped, only in this hypothetical scenario, I do take Washington. While if you just ask me if I think Washington is winning the Super Bowl, I know. If it was just Buffalo versus Washington in the Super Bowl, I think I take Buffalo. But with the way this has panned out, I want to take Washington.
We're going to review.
And that is my final pick.
That's your final pick. Okay. Of course, I picked the wrong one. Are you sure? All right.
I am very sure. I think this year Buffalo is my favorite to win the Super Bowl. But in this hypothetical scenario, I'm taking Washington.
Alrighty. So that is the full review. We got the ties of doom. We got Chicago choking. We got Arizona almost choking. We got Buffalo, Washington in the Super Bowl. We got a Cam Ward masterclass over in Tennessee. We got a Drake May resurgence. We got Detroit getting close to missing the playoffs. An insane battle in the NFC. Baker Mayfield potential MVP candidacy and the tie of doom. Tie of doom or tie of despair?
Tie of doom and despair.
Tie of doom and despair because it's a tie.
Tie of doom and despair.
I get it.
All right, that's our predictions. We've been recording for a very long time, so we're going to end this pretty quickly. I'm Alex, your Billsaholic.
I'm Carson, your Cardsaholic.
And I'm Ian, your Bearsaholic.
With that, Football Nation, let's ride.